Hi, my name is Joseph Armacida, and this is my assignment video for REA 305. So, children's literature is defined by the way that it engages young readers through the use of imaginative stories and characters that are relatable through resonating with their experiences and their emotions. Children's literature can also offer children the ability to acquire a system of values and to be engaged and motivated in their learning. It also helps them with inner conflicts and life difficulties through being able to relate to the characters of the story. And that's from Pulimeno and others. Children's literature also helps to expose children to a wide array of new vocabulary, sentence structures, language skills, and it also helps to build a foundation for success in reading and writing. And literature also helps students in various subjects like math, science, history, and reading comprehension, of course. Reading also helps students to understand emotion, problem solving, life, and life lessons. These align with learning standards and state standards because they focus on foundational literary skills such as phonics and give various reading comprehension strategies. Um, in fourth grade, students can read books such as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and the rest of the series from there. The Chronicles of Narnia, primarily The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but all of the rest would work as well. Because of Winn-Dixie, The Jungle Book, and the Percy Jackson series. These books are great for kids um, because they are full of adventure. They align with state standards because they help develop their reading comprehension skills, vocabulary, and their writing skills. They also help students analyze the plot, the characters in the setting. Teachers can differentiate experiences for students in different ways. They can individually assess students' learning strengths and weaknesses and monitor how those influence instruction and reading from Connor and Morrison. Teachers can also use flexible grouping based on interests and readiness, and this allows for targeted instruction and support from peers. Um, you can also use scaffolding. Encourage reading books slightly above their current level so that they read it and it offers room for growth. If they read books that are, at or below, then they don't really grow in the long run. Um, Scaffolding helps because you can provide support for readers when they're struggling by using different tools such as pre-reading activities, visual aids, and guided reading. Um, Discussing with parents and guardians about potential controversial literature selections is something that is very important. Letting parents and guardians know at the start of the year what books may be read as a class, and can this also helps parents to be prepared to help their students with those reading assignments. But it also gives them time in advance if they have any concerns about reading selections to come to the teacher and talk through the logic behind the choice and why. Um, and all in all, reading potentially controversial literature and discussing those kinds of topics is beneficial for, I mean, not just children, it's beneficial for everybody because it helps foster and develop your critical thinking skills, promotes empathy and understanding. But it helps children to be prepared for a world that is full of diverse opinions and beliefs that may not be the same as their own. So it helps them to be able to accept those opinions and beliefs um, of other people, whether they agree with them or not, in a respectful environment. And ways that families can help their children succeed um, in and out of the classroom is they can parents can make reading a daily routine. They can dedicate time each day with their children to either read to them or have their children read aloud to them. Um, they can model good reading habits. You know, parents can read in front of their kids and talk about what they're reading. Um, help help connect reading with real life experiences. I personally love reading a series called The Dresden Files. It's urban fantasy and it offers a lot of nuances to the different darknesses that are out in the world. I mean, it's fantasy, so obviously a lot of those things aren't real, but the dangers of the world itself are real. And the book does a wonderful job at describing all of that in different manners. So, you know, you can encourage regular reading with both aloud and independently, connect it with real world experiences, and, you know, parents can also stay informed about their children's schoolwork and connect with the teachers and how they can help support their children.